The momentous decision, which will bring fame and fortune to one of the contestants, is at hand.
The Meistersinger for 1953.
Den Meistergesang hat gesungen
Clementine Meyer.
Another young German helped by GYA to a better life. GYA libraries do a big business. Things American have always fascinated the youth of other countries, and these German youngsters are no exceptions. Thousands of pieces of literature have been given by individuals and institutions from back in the United States. Here, for the first time, through efforts freely donated by our servicemen, German youth can read material which is not propaganda. They can learn the truth about the American way of life and what it stands for. They learn about themselves too, for when they see how things can be done in a way different from what they have known in the past, it's possible to make comparisons and evaluations. Fashion magazines are the big interest of the girls, while the boys go for the more general publications. For places off the beaten path, bookmobiles with a really large selection of material bring a bit of the outer world. Sponsored, staffed, and paid for by GYA, the bookmobile is an effective way of getting to a big segment of the young people who don't often get to the large cities. It's estimated that since its inception, 1 out of every 4 German youths have been reached by GYA. In keeping with one of the basic purposes of GYA, which is to provide the basis for an understanding of democracy, discussion groups are organized. In these sessions, as in all other GYA activities, Americans give assistance only where needed. They do not attempt to lead the discussion or influence it in any way. Respect for others is taught in the give and take of group debate. During the infamous Nazi regime, liberal education and free speech had been stifled. The past is scarcely behind them. A history where oppression led the way to destruction, to shoeless beggars with a poverty of spirit, taking no part in the free world's bid for peace, to a generation bereft of guidance, to a system founded on the false principle of domination, a dog-eat-dog existence, where ignorance and irrationality are the key to survival. This was the past. This is the present. Orientation to the fundamentals of citizenship and the dignity of the individual. German youth are at the crossroads. They must continue the road to freedom. Take their place with the free peoples of the world in search of peace and prosperity. Our army is pointing the way. It's up to them.
Spreading knowledge of democratic ideals is one of the most important phases of safeguarding peace in the world. Our Army is shouldering its responsibilities in shaping a course toward the fulfillment of that purpose. Now, this is Sergeant Stuart Queen, inviting you to be with us next week when we'll have another look at the big picture.
The Big Picture is a weekly television report to the nation on the activities of the Army at home and overseas. Produced by the Signal Corps Pictorial Center. Presented by the U.S. Army in cooperation with this station. You can be an important part of the big picture. You can proudly serve with the best equipped, the best trained, the best fighting team in the world today, the United States Army.